However, there are some changes that occur in the vowels. All right, there are some formal distinctions, and these we have to learn. Okay, these we have to learn. As a matter of fact, the vowels in Devar are going to change. Going to change. Now let me go back. Well, I'm doing two things at once here. Let me go back and explain what I mean by dependent. A construct noun is dependent, first of all, on its meaning. In other words, it doesn't stand independently, but it depends on the whole word for its meaning. Secondly, it depends on the second noun for its accent. That means that this first noun is not going to, ordinarily, if it's a long word, it's got to have a secondary accent, but ordinarily, this word loses its accent and becomes dependent on the second noun for its accent. Now, you tell me what that's going to mean to our syllable or to our vowels here. Okay? The first vowel, which is a comet, now in an open, unaccented syllable, in a sense, it's almost as though the accent goes with this noun over here somewhere, so that this syllable is the one before the accent, and this syllable is the one before the accent. And a long vowel in this position is going to shorten to schwa. Okay? That's going to happen in construct forms. Comets in an open syllable shortens to schwa. Frankly, that's 90% of the game right there. You can predict what's going to happen to this comets. This comets is now going to go here, and it's going to be it's in a closed syllable here, right? Is this open or closed? Davar. It's closed. Is it accented or unaccented? Accented. Therefore, we have a long vowel in an accented syllable, even though it's closed. It's going to stay in a closed syllable, but what did I just say about the accent? There's no accent on this word. So now this syllable is closed and unaccented, which means what's going to happen to the long vowel? Short. Closed and accent. All right? Now, those two principles cover 99% of the problem. But the point I'm making is that there's a difference just in simple appearance. Do you understand that? In simple appearance between Devar, which is a noun in the absolute state, and Devar, which is a noun in the construct state. Not a big difference, but you can actually see the difference here. And that's really because the construct noun is dependent on the final noun for its meaning, for its accent, and finally for its determination. Now this is a fancy word of saying definite article. Definite or indefinite. Definite or indefinite. The rule of thumb that you learn here is simply this. In one of these construct chains, remember that I was looking at a construction of nouns, it is the last noun that determines the entire construction. And if the final noun is definite, then the whole construct chain is definite. So how would you translate Devar Hanavi? Devar Hanavi. We have the word for word, and we have the word prophet with the article, the prophet, correct? Put it all together, and what do you get? The word of the prophet. Got it? The word of the prophet. Where'd you get the? There's no the on Devar. Answer? it's a construct noun, or it's a noun in a construct state, and it will never show the article, but it will get its sense of being definite from the other noun. If the final noun is definite, the whole construct chain is definite. Okay? The word of the prophet. What if we had, let me just take off the article here. See what I'm doing? And we just had Davar Navi. Davar Navi. Translate. A word of a prophet. Now the whole thing is indefinite. It's that simple. It's either all or nothing. It's either the of the or a of a, if you will. It cannot be the word of a prophet or a word of the prophet. If they want to say that, they can't use this construction. There's another way they can do that, but it isn't this. Okay. Sight unseen. Go to page 79 in the book. Or if you want to go in your workbook so you can write, this would be exercise chapter 9, somewhere about page 30 in the workbook. Okay, sight unseen. You've never done this